going? We got the Storm kit here from MCS, and I was looking at it. I was like, I wonder, it's based off the '98 custom. So I was curious on what the internals would compare to a '98 custom. I figured that they'd be the same, but to make it mag fed, they'd have to flip some things, and with the air in stock, I knew something would be different with the internals, so I took it apart. This is what I found. The bolt for the Storm looks like this because they don't have the power tube, the air tube, like they do on the Project Salvo, '98 Custom, Alpha Black. It's not the same. So this is the air tube from my Salvo right here, which is I have I have the response trigger in there and the cycling feed on it, but I wanted to see the difference and check it out. Now, normally on a '98 Custom, they have two little bolts that hold the power tube in place. So, it's different because they don't have that on the Storm kit. Here's the Storm kit. As you can see, they have the hookups here, so if you want the response trigger, you can actually hook up the response trigger. The inside's the same. It looks like you can get the E-trigger because it all fits in right here. Same insides as a Salvo. Only difference is Storm's mag fed, hopper fed. So I was going over it, and like I said, there's another difference. This copper tubing actually feeds it to the air in stock. So I'll put it back together here soon so that you guys can see. But like I said, I'm just going over the differences in it. My little Storm emblem fell off, unfortunately. But nothing that super glue can't fix. So we'll put it back together here. The same tip goes up front right there. Let's try to get a better view here. There we go. Same tip goes up there. Ball stopper up here like that. That's the same. Now, like I said, this tube will fit right up there, which feeds into the power tube. Goes in the top right here. Fits in like that. Goes to the air in stock. You want to make sure that you have that down before, where'd it go? The feed. The little, I have no clue what it's called. But that differs from the one in the Salvo as well, because that one's straight. Goes like that. This one's kind of crooked, curved. So there are some differences. However, I'm excited to actually fire this and do the review on it. The full review will be at paintball.media for the next issue. So check that out. And I'll be firing it and testing out, see how it does. Got a ton of mags. Planning on doing a video of it, but right now I'm going to show you all how it goes back together and the internals. Everything else is pretty much the same. There's the air in stock. This replaces where the stock goes, or the bumper, whatever you wanted on the back. Now you can actually put the bolt in with the air tube showing rather than having the air in stock. It'll all fit together. Pretty cool. I like that idea. But as for it goes, we're going to stick with the air in stock. I might test it out later and see. Sorry, computer fell asleep on me. I might test it out later, see how it works, see how it goes, and how it fires and everything. If there's any leaks or anything, I don't expect any leaks. We'll find that out later. So pretty much it goes back together like a normal 98. And I'm sure everybody's torn apart their 98s. I have multiple times. So I'm sure everybody else has too. So I'm not expecting, when we fire this later on, not really expecting any complications, because it is based off the 98 system with 98 internals. So should fire flawlessly like a 98 custom. Never can go wrong with those. Just need to put everything back the way it goes. Y'all see that? Try to get a good view here. Flip it around. There we go. There's that. Oh. That might not be a good spring for there. What happened to the spring? Oh, find that later. Just try to get it back together. Show you guys how it looks when it's all put back together. What is that? Trigger. Same style trigger. All those little pins, they're difficult. Alright. Now, springtime. That's not the right spring. Yeah, it is. Alright. No, it's not. My bad. Wrong spring. Bear with me. I got parts everywhere. There we go. Get this thing back together real quick, and then we'll show you how it fires. It's a little hot out in Texas right now. For all y'all that are in Texas, you know what I'm talking about. Now you want to make sure, like any Tipman, keep it oiled up. So we got our oil right here. Not too much. Just enough. Keep it going. One more drop. There we go. Alright. So that's how it looks. With the internals in. Pretty basic. It's actually nice looking. The front is a key mod rail. So you can get, if you search on Amazon or anything, you can get Picatinny to key rod or key mod. So you can actually do all different types, Picatinny or I can't think of the other one. There's another one. But you can get different types of rails for it. It takes any 98 custom. I thought I had another. Any 98 custom threaded barrel. So that's pretty nice. You can get your Lapco, you can get your hammerhead, you can get different types, make it how you want. It's first strike capable, which is good. Gives you a lot of different options. Now this is a little tricky. Got a little spring right here, mag release. So you put it in like that. You want to make sure that the beveled end is facing down, because that's when you press it in, it will release the mag. But you want to make sure that the mag slides in smoothly. And that goes right here. Put that one in too soon. Like that. And then you got this pin. Oh. Like I said, it's a little tricky. Face it down. There we go. So it goes right here. Just fit it in. Whatever. We'll go back to that. I want to get some of these screws in. Or the bolts. Let's see here. What do we got going on here? Look at some of the comments. Just Tipman affected out. Yeah. What's going on, Connie? You want a Strom kit? MagFed's not your style. There's all different types of MagFed out there, Connie. You got the box mag. You can get the drum mags. I mean, you can do MagFed's just limited ammo. Makes you want to pick and choose your shots. That's all it does. Makes the game a little more challenging. With some may not like it, but I myself, I like MagFed. It's hot there too, Kenny? In Arkansas. I bet. Get some of these bolts in. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. The bolts are a little bit trickier because you got to get the right size and the right place. And they seem to like to strip pretty easily if you don't get the right ones. Unfortunately. That one's in. The only downside I've seen is the bolt that hold it together. If you don't get the right ones in, then they strip a little easy. Alright, that should be, yep, that's together. Now let's try this again. Alright, like I was saying, beveling down, little grip towards the back. And then just kind of pinch it together, slide it in. You want to keep pinching it while you slide the rod. While you slide that rod in, that will hold it together. Yeah, Tipman, they are kind of a easy strip. The bolts are there, dusty. I sometimes I like to go whenever I get a strip out of 98 or something on the bolts. I'll go to Home Depot or Menards somewhere and just get longer bolts if I can find them, longer screws. That way, I know that they won't strip out as easy. I just don't like the look when they pop out the other side. I can't believe how hard this thing is to put back. Let's see. Oh, yes, the box mags and drum mags are pretty expensive there, Connie. All right, one more time before we move on. This thing's crazy. All of this is the mag release. But that's why I like to do everything live. So if I'm having difficulty, you'll see exactly how it is, and I'm not touching anything up. Not going to sugarcoat nothing. So you guys see exactly how difficult it is, or if I'm having troubles or anything. That's why I like to do everything live. I think I got it this time. Maybe. All right. There we go. Now, does anybody on here already have a Storm? Yes, this is pretty comical. You know what? We'll go back to that. I can't believe how difficult that thing is put in. I'll get it later. Let's try get the rest of these bolts in. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me mess with one thing the whole time. So what do you think of it, Dusty? Said that you have Storm. Do you have any issues with it at all? Or does it shoot flawlessly for you? And that's Dusty Hatfield that said it. Tell me what you guys thought of the Storm. Kenny also says that he used one. All right. So pretty much wants to get everything in, just like a 98. Pull it back, fires. Now let's try to get the rest of these. So here I got 2 more left. 2 more screws left. That's awesome. So Dusty says that it works flawlessly for him, which that's great. I'm pretty excited. I haven't shot this thing yet. I take that back. I did shoot it just right when we got it, just to see how it shot. make sure that everything was working right. But I don't have any air, so unfortunately we won't be firing it this time. We're just taking a look at the internals and all that right now. Man, that bolt complete. That's going into my deadbolt pile. That one's stripped. Alright. See here. Kenny enjoyed his. Didn't have any major problems with it. A few bottle chops. Well, that's also dependent upon the the paint, Kenny. I mean, if I try to shoot GI Sports 5-star through my TCR, I'm gonna have problems. It's just they're not meant for high-rated paint, and it all depends upon the weather and everything. So I mean, it could be several different issues. There, you know what? That works. All right, I'll put those things in later. But just for the point being, right now, go ahead and put the hand or the trigger guard on like that. Here. Now this tiny little screw here is the only thing that will hold this, that holds this trigger guard on. So put that on. Screw it right in. Got two 2-inch key rods. Alright. Put the barrel in. Like that. There's my stock. There you go. Pull back, fires. So, that is the Strom internals in a nutshell. I'll have another video here coming up where we'll fire it, do it, throw it up in the air a couple times, and see how it works after throwing it around. So, like I said, I have several different magazines that we're going to be running through it. I'm going to get some air, and we're going to put it through hell. So let me answer some questions that y'all have, and we'll conclude this live feed. All right. If there's any questions, ask them now or forever hold your peace. Nope. All right. So I was using the Empire marker oil to oil it. And as always, I have my trusty handy dandy Allen keys. I never use the packaged ones that they come with. I have my own. All right. So with that all being said, really, James? No, I'm not even going to answer that question. A leopard. All right. Have a good one.